messages in celebration of Samhain. Samhain is observed from sunset on October 31st to sunset on November 1st. This is the celebration that started the origin of Halloween, if I remember all my history correct, and that it was first observed by the Celtic Gaelic people that would mark the end of summer, the end of the harvest season, and pretty much the beginning of their new year. Samhain is also known for celebrating the division between this world and the other world where a lot of our loved ones, ancestors, spirit guides live. This time of year or particular day, this is when it's at its thinnest, which allows a lot of spirit messages to pass through. So what we will be doing today is see if we can get some channeled messages from either your spirit guides or from ancestors, loved ones, anybody you feel like you need to hear from. And in front of you, we have 3 piles for you to choose from. We have the green aventurine, raw aventurine. We have the clear quartz point. And for pile number 3, we have the raw citrine. So go ahead and take a moment to pick whatever stone attracts you most, and I will see you at your reading. Hello, pile 1. If you chose the raw green aventurine, this will be your specific Samhain reading, where we will channel messages from ancestors, spirit guides, or past loved ones, whoever you want to hear from most. So also just take a second to picture that particular person or angel or being, universal being, in your mind, and think about, what messages and what questions you would like to ask them. And then we will get into your reading. I am going to be using the Black Tarot deck for this particular reading. Just because it gives me definitely more Halloween-y vibes. We'll get one more good shuffle here. Okay. Okay. Messages for pile 1, please. What do you have to say to pile 1? Anything else? That's enough. Okay, so your first card, when you selected it, it was the 6 of Pentacles. We also have the Sun, the Page of Wands, the 7 of Wands, and the 8 of Cups. Let's take a look first at, the messages that we're getting from the first card that you selected, which was the 6 of Spheres. I hope that you can see these pictures a little. They're pretty dark, but I think they're popping up pretty well on camera, so that's helpful. I do think that there is some sort of message coming through for some of you where you are getting a lot of praise and for being a very generous and supportive person. Even if you're not financially wealthy, I do see that you are the kind of person that offers up a lot of your time, energy, and support to those who need it, knowing that it will be appreciated. Giving and holding space for people and giving your time is often just as spiritually fulfilling as giving away money or gifts. And, sometimes just the presence for you being there to support that person is an intangible gift of its own. I do think that we may also, for some of you, be on the receiving end of somebody else's generosity. Maybe your spirit guides are telling you to accept these gifts that will be coming your way with specific, level of gratitude, or being able to identify ways in which you become more self-sufficient in the long run. I do see that, with the Sun card here, that there is a lot of love surrounding this particular reading. The Sun is a lot of positivity and warmth, and it represents a lot of success and radiance. And I do think that there is a very loving and warm energy that is here to be present, in the fact that wanting to bring you the message that it's, what you've been waiting for has been a long time coming, and things are definitely getting a lot better for you. The spirit guides want to let you know that, you're full of energy and this absolute positivity for the future. And, you have this beautiful confidence and ability to just pull success and abundance to you. You are very connected to your own grounded space. You're not fear driven. There's no ego. There's just this very positive and abundant energy that is either within you or they're surrounding you with it right now. It's definitely an energetic card that represents, a time you can expect, and sending the spirit guides maybe sending you a lot of energy, positivity, and just general love and vitality. The Page of Wands here has a lot to do with, how do I want to say this? Inspiration, kind of ideas, and having this really awesome free spirit. You may have been you maybe be getting encouraged to maintain this, any new opportunities, because it does look like you're being encouraged and divinely protected to take on whatever journey or project, to see where it takes you. You don't necessarily have to have a solid plan in place. It does look like are they're asking you to kind of test your ideas and really kind of test your boundaries in your space. I think that they're trying to give you the message that you are a lot stronger and a lot more successful than what you believe yourself to be. When it comes to having a spiritual path or a journey before you, some of you might be getting called to that. And whoever or whatever being that you're thinking about with this reading is very much encouraging you to experience new levels of consciousness. So you may benefit from, contacting this being from, through meditation or other means. But it looks like I really get the sense that this was somebody who walked your path before and can absolutely lead you forward. I do get the sense that this is a passed on loved one, not necessarily an angel or spirit guide. I think that especially with the Seven of Wands here, it has to remind you that, I get the sense that there is somebody there who, despite all the challenges that you face, somebody has your back. There is a need for, if there is a need for you to be in any sort of competitive environment, or dealing with structure and challenges where you always feel like you need to defend yourself. I think the spirit guides really want to let you know that you are secure, and they are behind you in every step of the way at fighting for what you stand for. It also might have a lot to do with, meaning there might be a challenge that they want to get behind you, regarding the success of some sort of creative project or external source, kind of like what we were talking about before with, this person having walked your path before. It looks like that they are behind you despite having this particular obstacle. You can absolutely draw on them and your own strong self-confidence to hold your ground, kind of push through, and really draw on them for courage and persistence, and just letting you know that they are in your corner and have absolutely got your back. Next, we got the Eight of Cups, and with the Eight of Cups, it does seem like there is a message here about is thinking that something might be particularly missing on a spiritual or emotional level. I'm not getting the sense that this has anything to do with a earthly realm disappointment or unfulfilling is something unfulfilling in the 3D world. I do think it has something to do with not being connected, feeling that lack of connection between on an emotional or spiritual level, and kind of waiting for things to contact you instead of you reaching out and utilizing your own intuition and your own divine source to kind of lead the way in and really experience all the knowledge that this particular loved one or guide has to offer. It also has, I also think for some of you, it is asking you to really pay attention to what brings yourself joy, what brings you a lot of contentment and fulfillment at a very core, deeper level, and that you're being encouraged to absolutely pursue that. It may be a connection, it may be I do get the sense that it might be in alignment with your goals and your values on a very spiritual sense. Either way, I do think that they are letting you know that something very much is missing emotionally and spiritually, and that it's going to be easily fulfilled if you can reach out and kind of do some of the exploratory work, because they are there to show you the way. You just have to open your mind and your eyes to the signals that they are sending you, if that makes any sense. Okay, well, let's get a little bit more information, and we'll also pull an angel guides card just to tie the reading together. This particular reading for Samhain is just a brief reading to celebrate the season. I thought it might be fun to do. If you're looking for some more in-depth readings, I did just post a November 2023 reading with predictions. And pretty soon I will be also working on a year-end reading, and kind of what's coming for the rest of 2023 now that we're in the last few months of it. Okay, let's see if there's anything else they want to say or advice. Anything else you want to say to pile one? Yes. Aw, I already know what that one's about. Anything else? Really? Okay. Third time is the charm, and they just have one specific thing to say to you, and it is the Ace of Cups, which is, in my opinion, a absolutely beautiful card that kind of ties this together. It has to do a lot with love and new relationships and compassion, creativity, that sort of thing. I do think that it is telling you whoever you're contacting right now. I do think with the Ace of Cups, there is a lot of divine love and compassion that is headed your way if it's not already surrounding you. I think this is just confirmation from your guide that they absolutely love and adore you. They're watching out for you every step of the way, and they are trying to reach out to you and guide you, and they are asking you to be open to that divine love and compassion, and really understand that there's a huge fulfillment, a huge potential for spiritual and emotional fulfillment that seems to be lacking. But you're going to have to open your eyes, open your heart, and really understand and at least kind of pay attention to the symbols and the messages that you will that come your way. I'm not sure. Maybe we'll get an angel card that might have a little bit to do with things you should probably look out for. In fact, while we're at it, I'm just going to grab that deck real quick and this one's such a fat deck. It's so hard to shuffle, but I really should have pre-shuffled it. That's what I just should have done. Let's just get one card. And it really wanted that one. I saw it coming. Here we go. So manifest success. Master your destiny by making use of your skills. Harness their creative forces to bring about success and achieve your goals. Manifesting success in this particular, I want to say like guidebook, has a lot to do with ordinary people managing to do extraordinary things in life. Like some of your other cards suggested above, the spirit guides or whoever it is that you're contacting at this point really do want to highlight that you have significant potential skills and abilities, creative abilities and spiritual abilities that you have not yet manifested. So I do think it is recommending, I should say, is that you take a look at all these unexplored possibilities, because there are skills and capacities that still need to be developed. And this particular recommendation to follow your inner guide doesn't necessarily result or guarantee an easy journey, but there's going to be a lot of lessons of strength and wisdom. And, this is a chance for you to explore and grow not only yourself, but also your intuitive abilities, as well as connecting with this higher source that is reaching out for you today. And I do think in just looking at some of these, cards, you have repeating, I don't want to say like repeating numbers here, but the 6, the 7, and the 8, that might be significant for you. Definitely, there's a lot of brightly glowing objects here. So, maybe specific stars or, the full moon, something that you used to do with this loved one, maybe gazing at stars, or something to do with studying the universe, or astrology might be a message that how they speak with you. So anyways, just take that as it resonates. And I appreciate you being here. I will leave this for you, pile one. And as always, I would appreciate it so much if you liked, comment, and subscribe to my channel. Also click the little bell that gives you the notifications every single time I post a video. And other than that, I will see you at your next reading. Happy Samhain, everybody. Hey there, pile 2. If you chose the clear crystal quartz point, this will be your reading, a celebratory Samhain reading where we will contact whoever it is that you most want to hear from. This could be a loved one that has passed on. This could be, distant ancestors who you've never met, or this could be, spirit guides. So let's take a look and see what messages they have for you. While I take a moment to shuffle the cards, go ahead and take a moment to think about who and what you are reaching out to, and kind of envision them in your mind and ask them a specific question. And then we'll see what we get back. All right. Flip this card over first. We have the Knight of Wands. Okay. Pile 2. What do you have to say? Any particular messages for pile 2? Anything else? be something. Okay. We have the Nine of Swords. I'm going to put that here. We have the Six of Swords. We have the Tower. And we have the Lovers. Really interesting. I do feel kind of called to talk about the Six of Swords first. The Six of Swords is a is a transition, and I do see a lot of transition or upcoming or a choice of transition here. I do believe that we're getting messages from your spirit guides that they have been reaching out to you mentally, either through dreams or particular. I do think it's dreams. I really do. Not sure if these dreams have been causing, they're trying to prepare you for a very specific transition that is coming. This is almost, I'm getting the sense that this is a particular rite of passage, and it's pretty much trying, the messages I'm getting for you right now is for you to kind of clean house. It's time to take a really good look at your life right now and to kind of sweep clear the things that are holding you back, whether it is from your past or present circumstances. It's really asking you to take a moment to look at what's coming to you in the future and understand that you're headed towards a much better position in life, so long as you are willing to evolve and get rid or like kind of shed this snake skin that you no longer need. With the Lovers card, there's a real indication of choice here. And with the Tower, it has a lot to do with, belief structures, systems, ways of living, all being torn down. I do get the sense that you are not being encouraged to dwell on what gets left behind. Just kind of use this opportunity to move forward with a clean slate and really reflect on a lot of any emotional or mental baggage that you just need to leave behind. No carrying weights. I get the sense that they're saying, you're still carrying this heavy weight. It's slowing you down. It's really, it's overtaking your mind and your soul, essentially. The swords have a lot to do with memories, habits, behaviors, and thought patterns. And I really think that you are being encouraged to really embrace this shift. With the Knight of Wands here, I think this is, you're very particular for this group. I think it's very much, this is a spirit guide. I'm not getting the sense that this is much of a loved one. I get the sense that this is a spirit guide. With the Page of Wands, this is the actual pursuit of letting things go and accepting this transition instead of being scared and possibly really anxious about this transition. They're trying to power you up, to really get you charged up with energy and motivation, and really kind of inspire you to take this particular action. It's always difficult to stand on the edge of that unknown valley and take that leap of faith. But this particular, you have a lot, this spirit guide is really bold and courageous. It's one of those that will just grab your hand and be like, let's jump. I really get the sense that this particular spirit guide is really passionate, enthusiastic about you overcoming this. But at the same time, with the Lovers card here, I do indicate that this is, a significant choice. This is, choices and trying to align yourself with values that are harmonious and actually, fit the person that you are trying to be. It does look like you are being asked to really shed that skin and be vulnerable is my sense, and being open to this radical change that is coming through. I think with especially the the Tower card here, there may be something coming that is very unexpected that it might be preparing you for, or you might be in the midst of a significant Tower event. The Tower events are really sudden changes, kind of upheavals. It's about destruction and chaos in life, not necessarily something super drastic or dangerous happening, something that's really negative. It actually more has a lot to do with some sort of event that is kind of shaking you to your core and affects you spiritually, mentally, physically. It's forced change that is going to tear things up and really try to show you that this is for your highest good. But tower events, in my personal belief, come at a time when you least expect it, and when you just when you think everything's okay and you are safe. I do think that sometimes tower moments are created because you have, or someone has ignored certain paths that are trying to lead you to your highest good, and you've constantly made probably the slower or wrong choices. And when the universe tries to push you in a way and you are being resistant, they will tear things apart and force you into that way of existence, whether you like it or not. So the best way forward is to really let this destruction happen so that you can rebuild and refocus, because a lot of the illusion with the Tower card is that there isn't a choice. But I really do think that this is one of those circumstances where you do have a choice, or maybe it is how they're giving you the choice to see how you respond to it. Are you going to leave all this behind you that is no longer serving you, or are you going to continue repeating old patterns and old that will not bring you new experiences, that will keep you trapped in the same energy? So let's take a look at, see if we can get a little bit more advice as to what's going on with this. Because if I was pile 2 and I was getting this reading, I'd be like, what? What is going on? And my first thought of this for, as far as the Tower moment is concerned, I really do think this has to do with you. I don't know if you could be somebody who is really struggling with kind of your own internal thoughts, ideas, things like that about yourself, maybe guilt, anything that is harming you and not, that is pretty much knocking you out of alignment, essentially. I don't get that this is like a job loss or something severe like that, where it's just in the material realm, I guess is what I'm trying to say. I don't see anything like that. So pile 2, any additional messages, or I should say advice? Yeah. Aw. Okay. They had a lot to say to you. Oh, Wheel of Fortune. And the 10 of Cups. Aw. Something's headed your way, and it is going to be good, but this period of change is going to be dramatic. I'm going to get just an angel spirit guide message, especially since I think this is a particular spirit guide. Oh, here we go. I'm going to scoot you guys over to the side here so I can fit the fat card, that chubby card. The best is yet to be. Good things have happened, but even better things will be presented in the future. That's great. That's always probably one of the better cards to see when it comes, following all this chaos, I guess. I really do think that with the best is yet to be card, this particular card is kind of like everything's all good. You might feel like you've been through the ringer, but it's definitely temporary. It's going to pass very quickly in my particular opinion. And being able to overcome this difficult time and obstacle is going to really release a lot of joy and well-being in your just release a lot of joy into your well-being. That's what I'm trying to say. And the angel or this particular spirit guide is really going to feel like their job is done. They're going to pull back and really enjoy their achievements with this particular hurdle that they're getting you over. I do get that sense. For whatever reason, this particular spirit guide that's coming through just kind of seems like just that one friend that encourages you to test your limits and pretty much gives you good natured teasing, and just to kind of like say, oh, come on, let's do it, don't be a big baby, I will hold your hand going through this, kind of like, if it's a friend who wants you to go on like a really scary roller coaster or something like that with them, and they're super adventurous and being like, yeah, let's go, they're all gung-ho, and you're just like, dude, this is scary. They're like, don't worry, I'll be there. That's the kind of energy that I'm getting from this right now. The Seven of Swords, I do think that there is this sense that it has a lot to do with being able to act strategically. I don't think there's not any betrayal or deception in this particular reading. I think that, you are going to kind of not, I don't want to say slip through the cracks, but what you are seeing here with the Tower card, I think the message is, hey, you know what? It's going to look bad, but it's really not that bad when you when you zoom out. Um, it's, it's something they are absolutely, this particular spirit guide is absolutely protecting you from the worst. He very much, or he, she, it, whatever, it very much wants you to grow. But I do think it is trying to do it in the nicest way possible, where it's like, okay, that loving parent energy where it's like, I know I kind of need to punish my child, not really punish, but you know what I mean? Kind of like do that tough love type thing. But at the same time, they're like, yeah, they're a big softie and they're going to be pretty soft on you with it. The Queen of Pentacles is giving me the sense that there's going to be a lot of prosperity, and that you are going to be very much nurtured through this tear down of whatever is tower moment is coming. When the Queen of Pentacles is here, there's usually, you get the sense of this very loving, nurturing, abundant person who likes to maintain that healthy balance between like home and work, and being practical and resourceful. I do think that there is a sense here that they're protecting you so that you can find this very specific flow and alignment, and they want you to create a very safe, warm, and secure environment for yourself. If it's important for you to kind of strike a better balance between home and work, and really kind of save your mental health quite a bit, this is definitely a call to prioritize you, and really pay attention to what brings you joy, instead of giving 110% of yourself to everybody else. The Wheel of Fortune card, I do think it is asking you, they're saying, hey, this, please kind of like spin this wheel. I get that it's probably scary and you don't know what's coming, but it's going to be positive. The wheel is always turning. They want to remind you that life is in a state of constant change. So even if you're going through this particular difficult time, it's going to get better from here, especially with this card here. And this is why cycles are so important, and to kind of cherish these moments in your life, because when you actually zoom out and take a look, you can kind of sometimes see in hindsight where things happen to trigger other events that led you to abundance, prosperity, um, some sort of even like spiritual journey, or self-acceptance, all sorts of things. So I do think that your spirit guide is asking you to have faith. They are going to take care of you and your situation in the best way possible. I do think that meditation and visualization is another way that they will contact you. I think if once you spend some time alone with your thoughts, quiet meditation, there will be probably, I just got the sense of like lightning bolts, just like kind of lightning bolts of thought just zapping into your brain. And you'll be like, where did I think of that? I really do think that that's your spirit guide coming through. You have a lot of swords in this reading. And I do think that this particular spirit guide is communicating to you through your thoughts and particular actions. So just kind of be cognizant of any particular thoughts that just pop into your head out of nowhere. You could be just literally zooming out and just have a blank slate of a mind, just like, oh, I'm so tired, I'm not thinking about anything, I'm just staring blankly ahead, and then all of a sudden a random thought will pop in and you don't know where it came from. That's them. I really get the sense that that is them. And of course we have the beautiful 10 of Cups here. The 10 of Cups is always this, always happiness. It's always divine love, blissful relationships, it's harmony. It's pretty much making sure that you have everything that you ever wished for. This particular spirit guide is really trying to give you this sense that you are in this happy little family of, support and spirit guides, that where whom you do share a powerful and deep connection, whether feel it or not. They're always going to be, there for you and share this everlasting love. Maybe this is a past, a spirit guide that was a soulmate in another life. I do think that they're trying to get you to trust and really understand that they have your back. The universe is absolutely, the wheel is turning to go back into your favor. You will have this creative life of connection and bliss, and you will be able to follow your heart and really listen to your intuition. And all these opportunities will line up for your highest good. So that is pretty much everything that I got for you, pile 2. And if you feel so inclined, I would love it if you took a moment to like, subscribe, and comment on this video. That's the easiest way you can help me grow. Also, I do have another longer in-depth reading that just hit YouTube. You can probably see it. That one has all to do with November 2023 predictions, in case you want some additional information. But I will leave this here with you. I appreciate you being here, and I will see you at your next reading. Happy Samhain. Hey, pile 3, if you chose the raw citrine point, this will be your reading for the celebration of Samhain. Card, just stay put, where we will be looking at contacting any particular ancestor, spirit guide, or past loved ones that may have specific messages for you. While I shuffle this deck, please take a moment to visualize the person you are trying to reach in your head. Again, this could be a spirit guide, past loved ones, anybody you want to have a specific message from. And we will get started. I've pretty much done a decent shuffle of this prior, but I do want to give it just another good one. Plus, I really kind of need to break these cards in. Okay. Pile 3. Messages. Someone messages from beyond. For pile 3. Anything else? put you off to the side here. Okay, so we have the Seven of Cups. We have the Page of Cups. We have the Ten of Swords. We have the Fool and the Chariot. All right. You know, the first thing that came out to me really had a lot to do with the Ten of Swords there. This particular card in this deck always very much reminds me more of a kind of like a Nine of Swords, really. But you know, the Ten of Swords, I do think that whatever messages that is coming through for you kind of has a lot to do with a particular ending that is headed your way, and the start of something new. And whatever is coming in, it's coming in fast and hot. I do think that with the Ten of Swords, there is going to be a very specific ending. I don't think, you know, traditionally in the Rider Waite deck, it sometimes has to do with the swords, you know, piercing that person who's just kind of laying down and has all those swords into his back, and it sometimes it signifies kind of a painful or inevitable ending, kind of like a specific relationship coming to like abrupt halt. But I do not get the sense that that is what is happening here. I do think in this particular reading, the Ten of Swords is about letting go and accepting your current circumstances. You know, you're being guided into a specific level of change. And you are being advised to kind of allow it to happen, even if it causes kind of initial discomfort. There's, you know, just like any other particular reading when it comes to change, there is always going to be the ending. You know, Samhain is also about, you know, the ending of a cycle. This is the celebrating the harvest. So, you know, all the work that was put in and pretty much reaping all the benefits in order to start for the new year. And you know, especially with the Fool card here, I do think you are being called to embark on a new path in life, that with an ending that has just absolutely concluded. With the Seven of Cups here, I do think that there are several choices and opportunities that are going to be kind of manifesting and coming your way. This is always a card about, you know, new choices, opportunities, and, you know, sometimes just like illusion. But I do think that this particular card is letting you know that, you know, this wishful thinking and projecting into the future about what you would like to create rather than taking, there's going to be significant action that is coming through. But for right now, especially since you're right in the beginning of a new journey, a significant ending with a new journey, I do think that, especially with the page here, it's just all new energy embarking onto a whole new level. Kind of really take the time to plan out what you want this particular future to look like, and then start the action with real purpose and determination and actionable steps, is the sense I'm getting. For some of you, I do think that this is a loved one. I coming through, I'm getting a very specific father figure. You know, I picture this father who had passed on, who was maybe somebody who was probably not the most affectionate at times, but showed his love through trying to take care of you. So like, you know, if you were growing up and you had your first car, instead of being like, hey, I'm so proud of you, you got your license and blah, blah, blah. They were like, you know what? You got your license, time for you to learn how to change a tire, just that kind of thoughtful preparedness and kind of trying to do your best to prepare somebody for this kind of new venture that they're embarking on, and being able to be the most practical and the safe and prepared as possible. I really am getting this like really sweet grandpa or dad energy coming through right now. It's it really is this very grounded in reality type energy. But whatever this particular change is, it's coming in quick. The chariot is definitely speed and determination and having and that control, right? The chariot is similar to, like, with the Lover's card, you discover how to make decisions in alignment with your values. And then, when the Chariot card appears, it's a sign of encouragement. So it's like you've taken those steps, you know what you want, but you are just now getting started on whatever this is. I do get the sense that you are being looked after, like I said, by a father, grandfather figure. But I'm trying to get a sense of if this is like a finance. No, it's not. It's not. I don't think this is like a new job or a new school type, or going off to college type energy. I really get the sense that this is like something emotionally driven. So maybe you are taking a next step with a partner, or maybe you are becoming a parent for the first time. It's for some of you, I really think that this is somebody coming through to give you advice to pass on to your own, I guess, is what I'm trying to say. But either way, this very particular journey that you are going to be embarking on, this emotional and what I consider to be kind of a spiritual, innocent path, that is really asking you to, it's being ushered in really, really quickly, by the Chariot. The Page of Cups, I do think is, kind of intuitive messages coming in. Yeah, it's a very kind of scattered energy. I'm really having a hard time understanding if this is, I just get the sense that some of you are starting to become parents for the first time, and that this is a grandfather or father who maybe passed on during a pregnancy, and did not get to meet his grandchild or great grandchild, and now he's reaching out to kind of prepare you for this next journey. Yeah, I for whatever reason, that is just stuck in my brain, and I'm getting actual chills from it. So I do believe that I am on the right path, even though it's crazy specific. So let's see, if we can get some more advice from this loved one who is absolutely reaching out. Yeah, now that I kind of feel like I hit the nail on the head, at least I feel that way. I think there's going to be a lot of messages. I was going to say, I think he has a lot to say. Anything else? Well, you don't want to dump the whole thing, but you have anything else? Okay, cool. Dad mode activated. Really has a lot to say here. I'm also going to get a angel message card from this my angel wisdom card deck here, and see what is popping out. Okay. Faith and values. Your values are guiding principles. Use them to choose the way you live your life. And then what else we got here? This crazy messages. Yep, we have the death card. Don't be alarmed. That's about change, transition, metamorphosis. We have the Two of Cups. Yes, absolutely. We have the Sun. Absolutely beautiful. And then he wanted to pop out another couple cards here. We got the Knight of Pentacles, and I'm just going to put him right here. And then we have the Four of Pentacles. You know, I do, I do get the sense that this particular spirit guide, I mean, not spirit guide, actually a loved one, because I absolutely think that this is a loved one. They're really trying to instill you and really reinforce those values that and qualities that they worked so hard to push on you when they were alive. You know, values, I think what they're trying to say is a very internal guide. And, you know, maybe you were always taught to do what was right and maybe to act with integrity, loyalty, and honesty. I do think that those characteristics are really being pushed through right now, and they're encouraging you to lead by example with, you know, by living with your values and to really love and care for others. But definitely with the Sun card here, the Two of Cups, Death, Four, and the Knight, I do think that this is a very practical energy. This is very much a fatherly figure coming through to kind of guide you in a really grounded in reality sense, that, you know, that they do want to let you know that they are surrounding you with a lot of love and warmth. They are incredibly proud of you, even though they probably hadn't said it much when they were alive. This particular person, I really think was kind of like a very stoic individual who really had a different way of expressing their emotions and care in a very um, actionable way. Like I said, it has a lot like the example I gave you with, you know, teaching you how to change a tire when you got your first set of keys to drive a car, or, you know, taking you out to get your first bank account and sitting you down and showing you how to do certain things, or maybe teaching you how to do taxes. This is all like life skills, and they are still coming through to let you know that, you know, you need to carry on this torch of knowledge and pass it on to whoever that little one is that is soon to be coming into your life. There's going to be a significant metamorphosis and change happening into your life, and it's going to really they're telling you to be practical. They are telling you to really hang on to the things that are important to you. Your set of values are going to, you know, always slightly change when you bring another person into the world, but they are going to be looking out for that person and just providing all the positivity and warmth and love that you could possibly you know, want for this little being that's coming into the world. The Two of Cups is a lot about partnership. I do think that they want to let you know that they are always going to be there, kind of watching over, and, you know, in a very invisible sense, taking the time to, just be present in the way that they can be present in the form that they are in. And there's a lot, you know, I just get this thing with like this father figure is just kind of also kind of preaching about like, don't spend your money, and you need to save, and you need to be practical, and you need to be smart, and you need to consider this particular little being before, you know, all else. And but at the same time, I'm here for you, I'm watching over you, I'm sending you love and abundance, you know, everything's going to be okay. I do think that this person really misses the fact that they have um, not been able to be here in a very physical way to support you. And I do also get the sense specific messages saying that, you are not alone, even though you feel like you're alone. Maybe you are someone who is having a kid without a supportive partner, or maybe you are a single mom or single dad with a recent breakup or something, to where you have sole custody of a child. But I do get the sense that there is a family figure, particularly fatherly energy, surrounding you, trying to guide you, really giving you the sense that everything is going to be okay. But here are all the ideas and wisdom and everything that I imparted on you when I was alive, about being sensible and practical and being prepared, and staying true to your values and your integrity no matter what. I really think that that message is coming through. For whatever reason, they did not have a chance to tell you before they left this earth, but this is something that's coming through now that they have a chance and a medium to let you know before this big journey embarks. And for most of you, I really do think it has to do with a new child being born, or the raising of a little one. So, take that as it resonates. I don't think that will apply to everybody, but hey, you know what? Those are the messages I'm getting today. Well, pile three, I really hope that this message spoke to you and gave you some comfort. If for those of you who did have the message that resonates with it, I think that, everything, I really do think everything is going to be okay for you in this circumstance. Jumping off into change and new waters is always really challenging, but you have this incredible lifeboat of a loved one that is there for you and is going to be holding your hand every step of the way. So that's the messages I have for you, pile three. I would really appreciate it if you took a moment to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. Also, click that little bell so that you can get notified of any new upcoming readings that I post. I did also post a November 2023 predictions, and pretty soon I will be doing the rest of the year 2023, incoming energies for 2024, and also a couple new love connection readings that I'm working on. So trying to get to be a busy little bee. Okay, well, thanks so much for being here. I will see you at your next reading. Take care and have a happy Samhain.